New Year, Master Duel. For a bit, I guess. Alright, back to ranked for a little bit. I know I streamed Master Duel before my little winter break for Christmas, but I'm gonna switch to Endymion for today. And as usual, my deck list is pretty much the same as it's pretty much always been. Just, you know, putting a bit of a refresher since it has been a while since I've used Endymion. I think the last time I used it was the Duelist Cup, I suppose, but yeah. And yeah, I do know about all the ban list changes and whatnot, so, you know. I know about, you know, Obedient School getting banned and all that, so that pretty much tells me that Yummy is coming. And then I know, like, freaking, Electromite went to 3? Or was that in the OCG? I don't remember. Even still, I don't really think you'd play more than one Electromite, maybe 2. You know, if one gets stopped, you can make a second one, but, you know. OCG, Electromite went to 3? Okay, yeah. Even if it comes to 3 in Master Duel, I'm not really sure if you'd use more than one. See? Don't tell me this dude is killing himself. He is. Bro. Okay, first duel is against the bot. Okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. Unless it's some kind of, yeah. Oh, boring first duel, I guess. Why do bots do this? Why do people have bots that do this? Doesn't really seem that productive. Like, maybe, I guess the bot is just trying to stay at a low rank for whatever reason. I don't know why someone would do that. You get stuff for losing as opposed to surrendering, I guess. Ooh. This is a good hand. But, you know, since I have talents and called by, that means my opponent probably has no disruption. That's usually how that goes. Especially since this is low rank. This is like bronze, so I'm not really expecting any disruptions from my opponent. Yeah. Talking about disruptions, yeah. I mean, that's usually how it goes, though. If I open both called by and talents, my opponent has no disruption, just to make sure that they're both dead cards in my hand, like 98% of the time. Cade's hand ain't too bad. I mean, a single ash stops this unless I draw into something good with chicken game, but yeah. Oh, pen magician, okay. Well, usually in this case, I lose. What I'll do, will they be able to set up? Let's see, there's Vortex, Baron, and Savage, so that's 3 Omni Negates I gotta worry about. Don't have to worry about Appaloosa anymore. But, you know, still potentially up to 3 disruptions, maybe even more. Oh yeah, then there's the trap as well. That can pop a card I control. So yeah, there's multiple disruption there. So about 4, maybe 5 disruption. Going to run Electro Stone 1? Probably. Mostly because I don't really have much room to put in a second copy of Electromite. Got a wild Havoc, yeah. I mean, if I did want to run Electromite, I guess I could, you know, remove the Rebellion package. Or maybe even, like, if I really wanted to, I could cut 1 Selene, but I feel like having 2 Selene is really good. Okay. I think that, I'm assuming that the set card is like Time Pendulum Graph or something. But we'll see. Matching fields, though. No response there, okay. I could grab Garuda just to pop whatever his back row is. Just so I don't have to worry about it. And then Jackal King will summon out Master Cerberus. And then, you know, go from there. Oh, it's a bluff, okay. These things do anything. Declares an attack. Yeah, don't really do anything here. Jackal King doesn't do anything. Baby Jackal, okay, that's a Pendulum Summon, I guess. Is that enough for a game? I think it is. Yeah, this is enough for a game. You know, once Citadel activates. Does it have any destruction effects? Each time, da-da-da, doesn't do anything. Card a normal special summon, yeah, they don't do anything. Okay. Yeah, exactly, so yeah. You sit through all that and then surrender once I go to the battle phase. I don't get that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like they unlimited Electromite, but again, I don't think I'll even run more than one. Mostly because I don't exactly have room currently to run more than one. Nah, double Master Cerberus. Well, if anything, materialization can be of some use here. Let's see what I draw for turn and what I get off of Chicken Game. Oh no. Oh, Goaty. Oh boy. This does not look good. Yeah, this does not look good at all. I gotta be careful here, because he could summon, like, the one that, you know... Ooh, there's Servant. Maybe I can make this work. Let's see what happens. He'll get one special summon off of Master Cerberus coming out. But maybe in that case I should go for Servant first, if that's the case. I'll just get my Jackal King, and then summon with Servant. Okay, never mind, he just ashes. That's fine, I guess. I can scale Servant, bounce Master Cerberus with materialization, and then go from there. So let's draw with Chicken Game first and see what happens. Does this effect activate when it's destroyed, or if it just leaves the field? Leaves the field, okay, so I gotta be careful about that. But I could Reflection it. Oop, there we go. There's Spell Power Mastery. That's really good. Alright then, let's materialize Bounce Master Cerberus. Because again, each time I special summon twice, he gets to summon a monster from the deck. Now, here's the big question. I can scale Reflection here. Do I summon Endymion or Jackal King? I guess I go Endymion. I think Endymion's a safer play. I can deal with Lancey on my own, even if that means having to go to main phase 2 to deal with this board. So yeah. Yeah, I got it from the point system before I went on break. Alright, let's summon Endymion. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try to bounce it with Reflection. That's gonna be my goal here. Imperm won't work on Endymion, so there's that. Yeah, if he summons... Even if I have to crash, you know, my Endymion to deal with, like, a Floodgate, yeah, like, that's whatever. Switching it to defense is fine. Let's see, I guess I add another Endymion for my Pendulum effect. Or I could grab Citadel or Magia Magic, to be honest, but, you know. I think I'll grab another Endymion here. And then, you know, I can special summon one Master Cerberus, then pitch the other. Keep a card. That's what I know. He can't negate this, but you know. If he has a spell trap negate, then that's going to be a bit of a problem. Is it both special summon monsters or just one of them? Change one of them. Okay, so it's probably just going to go for the Master Cerberus to switch to defense, I guess. Not that it really matters here. But then again, I do still need a way to deal with the Raiho. I can bounce Servant, I guess, if I need to. Yeah, I know, I gotta attack over it essentially, but still. He probably has like, watch out, like Imperm or something. Is it from deck? From hand? I can really re-special summon it back out if he wants to. I mean, I could bounce this. Yeah, let's go for the Lancia. And I have to discard the Master Cerberus. Is this enough? It is. Barely. I think, you know, this is literally everything I have. Okay, cool. Ah, he did have an Imperm. Alright, let's go from here. I did. Did I pendulum summon yet? Well, I'm about to find out. Okay, no, I didn't. Cool. Once he saw I had lethal on board, he surrendered. Let me check his deck list. Okay, 1 Fuelos, double Ash, double Raiho, 2 Revealer. Nah, we can let Electromite go. She's fine now. Electromite is completely fine at this point. Yeah, I know. Especially since she's getting unlimited as well. She just needs to be unbanned in TCG at this point. Unban Electromite in TCG and we're good to go. Okay. This hand ain't bad. I mean, I only have 2 spell activations. The best I could do here is... Well, let's see what I draw for turn first. If I don't draw an activatable spell... Okay. I could activate Institution and Baby Jackal. Pop Baby Jackal, trigger Astrograph to summon onto the field, you know? That's something I could do. And then have an active normal summon, and I guess that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, that's gonna be the plan. I can normal summon one of my servants. Van Moon, yeah. Hello? Opponent, okay. So yeah, we're going this route. Get 2 bodies for Electromite without technically activating any real spells. And then I can just Jackal King, summon Baby Jackal, and go from there. And summon a Jackal King from the deck. Well, honestly, I don't know. I'm not familiar with Yummy, so I honestly don't know. Okay, yeah, I can pop one of my servant, or I can use one of my servants as a normal summon. Especially since I have a search. When it comes to Master Duel, every single one is nearly a starter, yeah. Yeah, let's normal summon you. Then I can put Endymion into the extra deck here. I mean, to be fair, aren't they like already prehiting? They're already prehiting Yummy. Like, they preemptively banned Obedient School. They limited Herald of Arclight to 1. I feel like, you know, they're already taking some preemptive measures for the deck, you know? I don't think it'll be as strong in that case. It's not changing anything? I don't know. I thought Obedient School was like really, like a really core part of their deck or something. I don't know. Gears to the best Yummy starter? Yeah. field spell's the problem? Ah. Again, I don't really know anything about Yummy, so I can't really actually say. How many spell counters is this? 4, 8, 9. All right. So I can search my Endymion here. And then I can add like Jackal King. Oh, magic, cool. Link gear suit to the Link 1, use level 1, you can summon Link 1. Ah. This card is sent from the field to the grave, okay. I could just magic banish it off the field, but, you know. I feel like I'm obligated to summon Endymion. Do I have enough? I barely have enough, okay. But magic makes that easy. Even if I didn't. But honestly, yeah, I don't really need to do any of this extra stuff. Remove 2 from Celine, and then that's good enough. All he did was summon Retaliating Seed and then pass. What was he playing? I mean, I get it, it's still low rank, but, you know. What an ever-loving synchro pile is this? The Black Rose. I double check Yummy Sky Striker. I like how he has. Is this like some kind of masochist thing? Yeah, so that's literally what I was asking. Is this a masochist deck or something? Because he has RDA and Scar Red and Red Rising. Almost seems like a Resonator deck, but he has no Resonators in the main deck. So I'm assuming it's a masochist thing. Like he has Abyss, he has Red Rising, Scar Red, OG, even Bane, and Red. Yeah, this has to be a masochist deck. With new RDA support. Oh, I'm 100% getting the new RDA support. Day 1, I'm getting the new RDA support. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. At first, I was a bit skeptical on being able to summon Red Hypernova. That is until I read Darkness Resonator. Darkness Resonator makes Red Hypernova easy as hell to summon. So I'm not even worried about that. Getting a turn 1 Hypernova with the potential of maybe even having the Centurion engine in there is insanely good. Ooh, this is a tough choice. I guess I normal summon a Baby Jackal, then activate Citadel, then activate Spell Power Mastery. You can slap Hypernova back on the field. Yeah, I know. If you have Red Zone active, you can. I have Call by the Grave for an Ash, but not a Dominus card. And I can summon Jackal King now. Or Basilisk if I really need to. Other way, yeah, I think there is. I just need to reread what some of the other cards do, you know? You could use the other trap, yeah. Let's summon Jackal King. Though I don't know if I want to run Red Nova because of it, you know? Because, like, you know, after you use Hypernova, it lets you summon Red Nova. And it's treated as, like, a Synchro Summon or something, but I don't even know if I really care about Red Nova that much. I'll probably just not even use Red Nova. Leave that space for something else. The Crimson Dragon, yeah. And he's a dark as well, so you can make it turn 1. Unlike regular Crimson Dragon, which is a light. I just summon Bash, I guess. Or another Jackal King. To summon later. You can negate Nib. I mean, but once you summon Crimson Dragon, you can't summon for the rest of the turn. It has to be like the very last thing you do. So you can't really negate Nib. You're gonna get nibbed before that even happens. You can choose not to. True. If you already have him on the field, I guess that is true. Why did I put Jackal King in there if I'm already gonna use 1 to... Oh wait, duh. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. I'm in a bit of a... I gotta see what I get here off of this draw. I could go for Basilisk and get double draw. You know, if I really wanted to, I could go Bash, see if I can draw 2. But then again, I already used my normal summon. I just gotta... Let's just see what I get off of this. If worst comes to worst, I'll have Selene with a Jackal King to negate. It ain't the best, but it's better than... It'll be better than nothing. Let's see what I draw. I think... Well, we'll see how far I get in rank today. I might, you know, for Master Duel streams, I might alternate between playing Endymion and Resonators, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, Reflection. Cool. Beyond the Pendulum it is. No, I don't use either of those. Mostly because I don't have a PC. No, I'm waiting for my Switch dock to arrive before I start on Generations Ultimate. Yeah, I saw it. It's annoying. The new Endymion card. Well, that is until you see like exactly how terrible my phone is. My phone is awful. My phone, I don't think, is able to handle it. Also, Rip Dreams are getting a PC, yeah. Getting a PC is like, I don't know. Doesn't even seem possible to me anymore. I can pop reflection and then pass. Gotta get enough before they re-skyrocketed it? Yeah. And then let's set this and pass. Alright, what am I gonna get hit by? Ah, Mikanko. Which Mikanko is he summoning? From your hand, ignoring summoning conditions, but return it during your end phase. I'm going to let that resolve. Whenever it activates, I'll negate. Especially if it's the ritual. Okay. Any Mikanko card to the grave. I can negate that. True, yeah. Especially the water one, right? The one that it can equip onto one of my monsters or something. Yeah, I probably should have done that. I'll be bouncing the field spell here if I need to negate with Endymion again. I just didn't want him milling any Mikanko card that he wanted from the deck. Plus I still have 2 monster negates. Okay, why did he wait to do that? Why did he wait to do that then? You'd think the first thing he would have done was Kaiju my Endymion. Like, I don't think I've been able to stop him if that's the first thing he did. He got Kaiju'd with a 300 attack, told him if you don't stop them, they will kill you. Yeah. He can take out one of my Jackal Kings with his. Is he seriously going Typhon? So he's gonna do battle over 1 Jackal King, and then that's it? Okay. Oh, he's trying to Kaiju me again. He wants to try... No, wait, he can't. He can't even do that. Yeah, he can't even attack Selene. That is true. But yeah, he couldn't Kaiju me again if he wanted to. Which I'm assuming is what he wanted to do. Bounce the Kaiju so he could do it again next turn. And then now his Typhon is negated and he can't summon for the rest of the turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle, and I take all the damage. That's fine. He doesn't have an equip spell in the grave, so, you know, don't have to worry about that. I just need a way to deal with her. I guess access code? Wait, doesn't she go away during the end phase? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, she deals with it herself. No, she doesn't. Oh, opponent's end phase. Okay, never mind. Never mind, okay. Access code it is. Let's see what happens. I could technically Avermax, but definitely access code to get rid of her. I'm gonna pop all three, just to be on the safe side. Just in case he has like a battle trap or something, and if it's a Mikanko card that can't be destroyed by battle or something. And goodbye, Electromite. Again, though, he could have done so much more if he would have just, you know, kaiju'd my Endymion from the start. Dragotail is an excuse to play branded? Yeah. One of the most common versions of Dracotail you see is branded Dracotail. Okay. This is Servant. This is 3 spell counters for Servant. And let's see what I get here. Just gotta pray for no droll. Brandon support. Are you talking about the new cards they got in the structure deck? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about even more new branded cards? Let's scale Magister. I think I'll normal summon Garuda here. I summon, let me see, I summon Jackal King. I guess. I could go Endymion and then normal summon Baby Jackal to get Jackal King out. Yeah, let's do that. A bit risky, but let's see how it goes. Alright, no impermanent looks like. No, okay. Activate Garuda. That's 2 spell counters on my field, and then I just bounce it with materialization to give me all the spell counters I need. Since I'll just be using Endymion to make Electromite, I can just use the spell counter on him. There we go. And then this can scout Nibiru. Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. And then, you know, I can just resummon with... I can resummon Electromite with, or resummon Endymion with Magister. After seeing what I randomly draw. Again, I don't even know if I'll even use Electromite at 3, honestly. Like, once Astrograph went to 3, I still use Astrograph at 1. So I don't get a search with Astrograph because nothing else was destroyed. But I still get the draw. Ah, Spell Power Mastery, that's great. Let's grab another Servant for follow-up. Yeah, this server's gonna be for follow-up plays. How many can I summon from the extra deck? Okay, I can make this work. I can make Vortex here. Have I ever reached... I have. I reached Master 1 with Endymion during my first year of streaming. Or rather, my first month of streaming. Like, my very first month of streaming, I went from Rookie to Master 1 with Endymion. Yeah. That's the only time I've actually reached Master 1. I've gotten Master Rank before, you know. After that, I've reached Master 1 like times after that, but I don't really care about trying to anymore. It's not worth the headache. I just get as far as I can, and then, you know, and that's about it. Just get as far as I can get. Yeah. Similar to that. I can reach Master 5, but I just choose not to. It's like, honestly, just not worth it. Yeah, I agree. Ladder grind really isn't worth it. It's why I had to take a break from Master Duel for so long. I was trying so hard to just grind, and it just burnt me out. Especially once, you know, Malice and Ryzeo came out. I was like completely done at that point. Alright, so my chicken game is still up, unfortunately, which can potentially give him another draw, but maybe I can make this work. Hopbeer Squadron with any level 6 can make Mirror Jade in turn 0. Going for the destroy. Okay, he doesn't want to draw. His hand is probably good enough as it is. Oh, okay, never mind. Just Dark Magician. Cool. Too bad I can't have Endymion bounce himself, because he doesn't have a spell counter on him. Okay. I'm gonna bounce Institution. I could have honestly bounced Servant, but it's like, whatever. Since, you know, all my main zones are full. And let's just make Avramax to protect all of my other monsters. Oh yeah, I can use this now. That's funny. I can use Magister now. Yeah, he sees he's forced to attack into Avramax. And then I'm just gonna Reflection him because why not? Just because I can. I could, you know, bounce the Eternal Soul, but it's like, I don't care. Cause I can just negate it. I have 2 Omni negates, so it's like not even a big deal. Yeah, I know, that's why I run it. It's literally a non-target banish for the deck. And it's searchable. Like, I can literally search it with, like, Spell Power Mastery or Endymion himself. Just in case. I haven't. And let Avramax get the final blow. Cool. Almost at the 1 hour mark, so not bad so far. Ah, damn. This hand sucks. I can't do shit with this hand. Literally nothing. And of course, talents and called by, so my opponent has like no disruption. Level 2 and level 4, yeah, I can't do shit with this. I don't know. I guess I just summon Garuda and pass. Yeah, he's not. If he did, he would've. I'm gonna leave, these cards in my hand, so when Garuda gets destroyed, I can at least summon it with Jackal King. That's an option for me. But they never have any hand traps. If I open both Call by the Grave and Talents, 98% of the time, my opponent has no hand traps whatsoever. Another Mekong, well, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Because of the new bundle or whatever. I guess I would have been better off on an open field then. Because I'm pretty sure he can just kaiju my Garuda just to inflict the damage to me that he needs to for lethal. I kind of want to play Resonators now, though. Ooh. I can called by it. You can set... You can... What? Cannot special summon from the extra deck, whatever. Yeah, I already went up against Mikanko once. And he kaiju, thing is, he had a kaiju in hand. He just chose not to activate it, Do I need to preemptively negate Ohime? No. What about this? The equipped card becomes equipped. Add a Mikanko spell from deck to hand. You can also special summon, banish this card, and detach one material from a monster you control. Special summon one Mikanko ritual from hand or deck. Okay. I don't need to activate just yet. Hand or graveyard. Equip it with this card. Then you can special summon one monster from your opponent's field to their grave. I'm gonna go ahead and Call by the Grave Ohime. I think she's more important than Hare, right? He can add any Mikanko equip spell. She can't be summoned at all, but she has a quick effect. She can't be summoned, so I guess I just call by this. So she just doesn't get the effect. But I'm pretty sure he has a way to do so anyway, so there's gonna be that. Because he can't equip what's her name. It looks like he had a response of some kind. Just keeping my toggle off for now, so it stops. So Majesty Praxis stops asking me to activate. I just hopefully remember to turn my toggle back to auto when it's my turn. Yeah, just gathering them spell counters. Yeah, of course.